Oh, we're sizzling now! Welcome to Without a Recipe, the Losers Bracket.
Everything has been leading up to this moment.
Slow and steady wins nothing.
What does this have to do with cunnilingus?
Forget about all that. How?
This is our first ever Elimination episode.
It's the definition of insanity.
4 chefs enter.
Ow, I cut myself.
Only 2 of us are gonna move on.
Oh, that's too salty. That was too salty.
I will redeem myself.
Expand the cast, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Could have been just me and Keith. You couldn't kick me out if it was just me and Keith. If I go home, then I gotta clean my house. Watch the entire season right now on secondtry.tv.
The Try Guys are back in the kitchen for another episode of Without a Recipe Kitchen Madness.
Here we go. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Today, it's the Losers Bracket. Each chef finished in the bottom 2 of round 1. Zach and Ash, who couldn't make cereal and milk, will be joined by Kwesi and Ryan, who couldn't make Girl Scout cookies. While the top 2 chefs from today will go on to the semifinal, the bottom 2 chefs will be eliminated from the competition. Today, they're making pot pies.
So this is white people food.
Will they rue the day?
That's yuck.
Or will these pies crimp their style?
I'm learning a lot from you, Ryan. It'll be a shame for you to go home.
Wait.
Each baker will have 2.5 hours to make their pot pie and present it to our panel of judges.
Welcome back to Without a Recipe Pot Pies Losers Bracket. Thanks for being here. I don't want to say losers.
That's what we are.
Hi, I'm Rosanna Pansino, and I host one of the most popular baking shows on the internet, and I'm an author of a couple New York Times best-selling cookbooks.
Hi, my name is Kat Turner. I am the chef and partner of Highly Likely. I'm a 2-time Chopped champion, and I've also won Phoning It In with Zach.
Hi, my name is Mei Lin. I own a fried chicken restaurant in Silver Lake. I am a Top Chef Tournament of Champions Season 4 winner, as well as a Top Chef Season 12 winner.
Have you ever lost before?
Yeah, plenty of times. Come on.
Okay, cool. So same page.
So I'm actually classically trained. I've worked at a bunch of different restaurants. I've done a lot of culinary competitions, things from Top Chef to Bobby's Triple Threat to Tournament of Champions to Guys Grocery Games. So chicken pot pie is a comfort food. The problem with simple recipes are they're never really that simple. With pot pie being essentially 2 things, pie crust and pie filling. A pie crust really needs to be flaky. The pie filling needs to be homogeneous. Unctuous is the word that you want for a gravy. My advice for making a pot pie without a recipe, it can be done. If it is your first time, I would highly suggest really stick to those fundamentals. I mean, it is the holidays. You definitely don't want to ruin this pot pie for everybody.
It's Without a Recipe, losers. No matter who wins, we're all losers today.
I call it the sexy section. This is where all the sexy people are.
I can't argue with the judges. The things that Joyce and Keith made were much better, and the thing that Kwesi made was much worse.
I lost. Big time. Bad. I felt worse than I thought I was going to.
Only 2 of us are gonna move on.
I still have a chance to win?
You're not out at all.
I am not out at all. That's right.
If I lose, I'm out. And then I will set this whole building on fire.
Why would you even say, if you lose this episode? I'm not losing this episode. That's not my narrative. The narrative, the story is rags to riches. I've gone to rags. I can't go rags to rags. That's just not a compelling story. I've changed my strategy. One part of my strategy a little bit is pulling the hair out of my face. And I'm able to actually see what I'm doing.
An aerodynamic man.
If we lose today, we're done. There's no more.
You are sweating so much.
Get used to it.
Is this how much you sweat?
Oh, this is just the beginning.
All right, chefs. In 3, 2, 1, try to bake.
And here we go! Okay,
God, I
is
hate how
ice
this show
for?
just starts. Okay.
What is ice for?
Oh, you don't know what the ice is for.
Pie weights. I remember pie weights.
Oh, yeah, so you've been studying our mistakes?
I've been studying every single episode of the show, and I really think that it helped me lose the last episode. When I think about pot pie and how it makes you feel nostalgic and like you're home with family, it makes me think of a Cuban dish that my mother loves to make and I love to eat called picadillo, which has green olives, raisins, tomatoes, and little fried potatoes. As a little special treat, I'm going to make tostones with a tostonera as a fun little garnish. I want to upset my heritage and my family and my mother. I love you, Mom. No matter what happens, I love you, Mom.
I'm not worried about my heritage. They're
You're also making an Asian dish.
Right.
That's how your heritage.
Today, I will be making terry pot pie. It's a teriyaki pot pie. It's the closest I could come up with to a cool name for something that hopefully is an easy slam dunk. I used to make stir fry all the time in college. Pretty idiot proof. And I'm an idiot, and I got a lot to prove.
Everything has to be really cold for a pie because the butter, if it gets too warm, it'll like all melt out.
How do you know that?
Because I watch Great British Baking Show. I'm not gonna lie, a pot pie guy, not am I. I'm gonna make a hot pot pie. That's my pun for this time. Hot pot is also known as shabu shabu, where you cook meat and vegetables in hot water and then dip them in flavors. But it's a very deconstructed meal. I think what's gonna be difficult about this hot pot pie is that it's gonna all have to come together.
And normally you cook hot pot at the dinner table.
And this is where my idea of making everything a pun may not have been a good idea.
Yeah, how come we don't have the Captain Hook? What's the Captain Hook? Every time we bake with the thing that goes across like this. Trinidad is a very diverse country, but Tobago specifically like a black island. And this crab and dumpling that I'm gonna make is very, very specifically Tobago. I got curry, coconut milk, crab, veggies, possibly some Kwesi James sweat. So a pot pie is bread.
It's not bread,
It's dough.
what kind of dough?
It's a pot dough. A pot? What the f is a pot dough?
It's not pot dough.
Help me out.
It's pie dough.
Oh, pot pie. Yo, why did it take me so long? Wait a minute. Time out. Kwesi, get it together. See, now I'm sweating. Okay, what the f is wrong with me?
It's Black Friday weekend. That means sales, sales, sales. Everything's on sale. Up to 20% off the entire site. This sale goes from tonight at midnight Pacific time all the way through Monday at midnight Pacific time. Lots of cool stuff. Get it right now. Tryguys.com.
First, the bakers will have 1.5 hours to make their pie dough and filling.
I don't know if a pot pie needs to have a buttery goo in the middle.
They're goo, but is it buttery goo?
Of course it's buttery. It makes me shit myself.
Oh.
Pie dough is supposed to be really cold, I think.
Should I take my watch off?
What are you doing? Why are you asking me?
Because you seem like you know what you're doing.
First things first, we need to make our pie crust. AP flour, some sugar as well, and salt.
I know that this needs flour, water, sugar.
Yeast, Ryan.
Do you want it to rise?
Yes.
Why? Don't we want it to encase? What's rising about it? You're gonna make it rise.
No, I just with you.
So with pie, it's like a really short crust, which means it's like not that watery and everything's supposed to stay cold. I'm gonna put it in the food processor. Butter, sugar, flour.
Measure, Kwesi, measure, measure, measure. My mom said measure everything, Kwesi, and taste everything. Stop embarrassing the family.
I like my pie crust to be nice and flaky. So I have the butter in the freezer right now.
One thing I remember from all my studies is I want the butter to be cold if I want it to be flaky, so I'm using cold butter.
Who was the funniest when you watched?
Who was the funniest by mistake? Jared. Who was the funniest on purpose? Keith.
I'm going to add in my butter. You definitely want to see some of the butter flecks into the pie dough. There's big chunks of butter in here. The bigger chunks, you can just break it up into your hand.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to get my butter like chopped up smaller.
When I was making croissants, I was like, oh no, butter chunks. and then I got rid of the butter chunks, and it turns out you want those butter chunks.
Right, so then why are you processing?
So I'm only gonna do it a little bit.
It keeps popping out and it's annoying me. Look at this. That's all, it keeps doing that.
You're looking for the We're losers.
We're the losers.
So while this is pulsing, I'm just going to add water, stream in the water a little bit at a time.
The ice is here. Ice means cold.
You definitely don't want to add just whole pieces of ice into the pie dough. You just want a little bit of water to keep it nice and cold.
Okay, this
watch
is
this out.
looking texturally like what I want. I think I need a little bit more water.
In my bowl, all-purpose flour, shifted, a stick of butter, salt, sugar, and I'm gonna throw an egg, but slowly.
If you're looking for a flaky pie crust, you're not gonna get it from having whole eggs in there.
Cookies is 1 egg, and a pie, similar to a cookie, 1 egg.
You don't want that into a pie crust because it just lends a different texture.
I need more egg. I think I need more egg.
That would be a tart dough.
I'm not gonna get overzealous with the eggs this time.
No eggs.
This is egg number 3.
You got it, Kwesi.
I got a feeling. I got a.
That tonight's gonna be a good night?
Yeah. I got a feeling for cowbell. I am not losing today.
So I'm actually going to pour this out onto my board. So you really want this to be somewhat sandy, like you see here.
I think the processor was the right call.
Oh yeah, that looks way different than mine.
Yeah, yours
gonna
is
end
a
up being
dough.
the
I
same.
think you want it crumbly. You want to see the butter, which I see your butter.
You can see the butter.
Yeah.
You can see the butter.
Would it be a great idea or a bad idea to put minced garlic into my dough?
I think you gotta go with your heart.
But I already want to put miso in my dough because I want it to be fun. Rachel's trying to help me off camera, and every time I reach for the miso, she goes, but I feel like it's a really good idea.
Do you want to put it in the dough?
I wanna
Do you
put
think
it
it's gonna affect the dough?
I don't know. I think this dough is too wet, so I'm gonna add more flour to it.
If this dough was exceedingly wet, I would start over.
Here's the thing. I watch enough baking shows to know there's things you're supposed to do. I just don't know which things you're supposed to do, you know?
Right then and there, you've already created something else that is not a pie crust.
I think I need more egg.
Okay. That's working. I'm gonna put a little bit of cold water in here.
Cold water on top?
It's a crazy world, Kwesi. I'm not making a soggy bottom. Not today, Satan. Do you know what a soggy bottom is, Kwesi?
Soggy bottom is mud butt.
Gross.
I don't feel good about this at all. Maybe
Okay,
it
help me
does
work
need
with it.
miso paste to help it stick.
I think your heart is telling you put that miso paste in there. Rachel's telling you don't do it. Oh, wow.
That's what was missing, miso.
I think so far, I've done a pretty bad job here.
Baking soda on the table. So it won't stick. Baking soda on the table. Never, you ever heard of it?
No.
Gosh, I feel like I'm missing something. Am I missing milk? Milk and pie. Milk and pie. Does that make sense? On the shelf is like Sauvignon Blanc. Ooh, I know I ordered that.
Sauvignon Blanc?
Yeah, you want a sip?
What? Why is there Sauvignon Blanc? Wow, that's a pour. Is this a sabotage?
So the texture that this dough is nice and together. I'm gonna wrap this up and let this chill in the fridge.
I'm ready to wrap up my dough. It looks crazy with all its butter chunks.
Can I bake mine now? Bake the whole thing in the pot. Why are you laughing at me, Rachel?
Rachel, let him do what he wants to do for television's sake. Let him f***ing bake it in a pot. This is like documentarians who shouldn't be interfering with like the penguins. Sometimes you gotta let nature take care of itself, you know?
If I was in nature, I won't survive, man. All right?
You really need to have all your ingredients be extra, extra cold. So all the butter can solidify back up before we roll it out.
I have ice in my dough.
There we go, there we go.
Oh, I thought we was toasted.
Kwesi, hurry up,
Okay,
get your
we were
thing in the...
toasted.
All right, here we go.
Mine's dough, going in the fridge.
I think that if I started over, I would do better.
Okay. In the refrigerator. Science is gonna science. And Kwesi's not trying to do dumb shit.
With their pie dough resting in the fridge, the bakers will now prepare their filling.
We're making a chicken pot pie. So in the oven right now, I have some chicken thighs roasting.
For me, one of my comfort dishes growing up was stir fry. Cornfield household, bad cooks. except for Mommy's Chicken. Mommy's Chicken was an Asian stir fry because when you think Margot Kornfeld, you think Asian.
Is that my curry? This is my curry, bro.
Rachel, who has a curry this year?
That's my curry.
Rachel, whose curry
Vanessa,
is that, Rachel?
I will fight you. Yeah,
I have curry too.
you gotta make your own curry. I asked for that Japanese curry specifically.
So right here, I have some pearl onions. I have carrots that have been diced up, celery root, some parsnips. Last but not least, I have potatoes.
So I'm just gonna get the onions nice and aromatic. Honestly, I don't really know that they're even necessary for a stir fry. Oh, I guess I don't need to really like overcook this because it is gonna go in an oven for a long time.
Yeah. So typically I wouldn't put any ingredients raw into a pot pie filling because a lot of vegetables have a lot of water content. So you really want to cook out that water.
I want a nice colorful pot pea. I want a lot of crunch in here.
You definitely don't want too much crunch to your pot pie. That's why you need to cook out your vegetables.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my veggies crunchy. I don't want to overgoo them. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna win.
Just gonna add a little bit of neutral oil. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the parsnips.
I'm making a Tobago-inspired pot pie, so everything in one pot.
All vegetables have a different cooking time, so I wanna cook them all separately.
In this pot, I've got my veggies softening. I'm making a hot pot pie, so Japanese-inspired hot pot flavors. And then I'm gonna put my meat in there. This is where I thrive. ADHD wants a lot of things going on at once. What about you, Kwesi? No.
We're making the filling. We're making a little picadillo, Cuban style. Chop up some onions and peppers. Look, I haven't made this before, but I've seen my mama make it many times. Denise Garcia, love you.
Are we doing this one for the mommies?
I gotta chop up those potatoes next, so let's get this meat in there. As a child, the green olives and the raisins are my least favorite part of the picadillo, but they're what give it its authentic Caribbean flavor.
Green olives and raisins.
Yeah.
That is, my brain is not able to fathom that as a flavor combination.
And maybe a little bit of tomato paste for that thickness. Garlic! I forgot the garlic.
There's garlic in a tube.
Is there tube garlic? Give me that.
You want me to squeeze?
Squeeze. I take it back. I don't want you to squeeze.
Look. I need a hand.
Oh, why? What is
In
happening?
my pocket.
Oh, what? Oh, for your nose?
Yes, the whole face.
Oh, God, this is not sanitary.
I got anything on my nose?
No, you got it. You good, you good.
Thank you, Ash. All right, teamwork make the dream work.
Oh, that's starting to smell like food. Look at that. Hot potato.
How much time we got, Chef?
Not anywhere near close. Okay, this is why we taste. This is why we taste.
I'm gonna get some butter melting, and we're going to make a roux. A roux is essentially a butter and flour mixture cooked into a paste, and that paste is what's going to thicken the gravy.
Now this is a real multitask challenge for me, and I tend to hate those. So we have multiple stews going over here. They are basically exactly the same. Soy sauce, brown sugar, garlic, ginger.
Cornstarch is another thickener that you could use to thicken up your pot pie.
Oh, and I just put in some cornstarch into here to see if that'll thicken it up.
I wouldn't use just cornstarch though.
So this isn't even close to goo yet.
What do you got over there?
Oh my God. Oh no, I'm gonna lose. It tasted like soy sauce, but like worse.
To this roux, I'm going to add some thyme. So I wanted to toast in the fat, some dried chili as well, and some granulated garlic. And while that is going, I'm going to get my chicken cut up.
I'm not gonna salt my meat too much because I'm gonna have lots of flavor in the other things. I really don't know how to cook meat. I think this is where I'm gonna get in trouble.
So this is our roasted chicken thighs. They've gotten a little bit of color on them, but you really just want to cook that chicken so you're not adding it raw into your pie dough.
You're supposed to treat filet mignon well. I don't want it super well done, but I don't want it like anywhere near raw. It's just confusing.
I don't gotta clean this crab.
You're gonna clean that crab today?
This crab is already clean. Look at this. This is perfect.
Is it already clean?
Yeah. Just throw some salt in this shit and some sugar and we good.
Sugar?
Yeah, it. Everybody likes sugar.
Is it just like the most sugar ever? Is that why I like teriyaki sauce? Am I gonna spend this whole time just making sauce? Oh, whoa, what's happening here? Whoa, who are you? What's even in here?
What is that?
I don't know.
What is it in that pot?
I don't know, Ryan.
Oh my gosh, this looks delicious. I think I did it. I think I'm making picadillo.
I hope you enjoy the expanded TriCast. This will be my final episode this season.
How's it smelling in here, everybody?
Great, Ryan.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Now all I gotta do is throw some flavors in here and have it thing. I got my potatoes softening. I got my crab boiling. Scallions.
Scallions!
Who's that? Is that you? Scallion?
Oh, so good. Damn. Meat for the people. I'm not gonna use that much filet mignon because I'm scared. Kwesi, did you ever think you're gonna be a try guy?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Well,
Yeah.
I was a woman before, so that would have precluded me.
Another thing that you wouldn't want to do is thicken with eggs.
My sauce isn't creamy. In the creamy sauce competition episode, here's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna see what happens when you put egg into the yucky one.
That would actually make it a quiche.
I've only done this with soup before. You whisk an egg and then slowly incorporate it into your sauce. Because if I put this into something hot too fast, it'll become scrambled eggs. It is time to start making chicken.
Wow, I forgot how hard it is to peel a plantain because I never have before. My mom does it. Like, the peel is part of it. It almost isn't a separation between where the peel... there we go. You really gotta get in there. Mom, thank you for all the work you put into my tostones. Mommy, can I FaceTime Mommy?
Oh my God, that would be huge.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
Mama, Mom, I need you now. FaceTime me. How do I peel a plantain? It's so hard. Love you.
I'm going to add the rest of my vegetables. The gravy has coated every single vegetable, and that's exactly what you want.
I need spices, I need some onions. I wanna win this and I'm not messing around. I'm just measuring like my grandmother.
Once this filling is nice and mixed through, I am going to get this cooled down.
Oh, she thick now. How much goo do you think's too much goo, Ryan?
Are you putting egg in it?
Yeah, I gotta get a goo. I gotta have my goo.
Gonna make me win.
Oh, that looks good,
This is gonna make
Kwesi.
me win. This is gonna make me win.
Damn.
This turmeric and curry powder.
Oh.
Throw some onions in this thing, you know what I'm talking about?
You used a lot of eggs.
Ryan, egg has never steered me wrong once in this show.
5 minutes.
5 minutes? My tostones still need to be double fried. And they only will fry as fast as they will.
How do you get the meat out?
You need help, Kwesi?
Hey Ash, if you wanna decrab some crab.
I don't know how to do that, but I'll try.
Crush. Oh my gosh. I think these tostones are so starchy, they may not work.
We're decrabbing together.
Yeah.
We're all in this.
Together.
I just need one really good one. That's pretty good.
I'm glad we're on the show where we decrab and not where we suck toes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm
There
gonna
we
keep
go,
one to
30
try.
seconds. All right, coming through,
Coming to Big Bridge.
Ah, come on, Kwesi, you're always under pressure. It needs a lot more of everything in there. That tastes good.
Coming through Big Bridge.
We're just decrabbing together.
How you feel?
Unsure.
Finally, the bakers will have 1 hour to roll out their dough, assemble their creations, and pop their pies in the oven.
All right.
An hour? What do we need that for?
Rachel is trying desperately to convince me to not make rice right now, but I'm gonna try. I'm trying to remember, is rice 2-to-1 rice or 2-to-1 water? Oh well. What's the worst that can happen? I just don't have rice.
We have our dough that has been resting. Just gonna dust it with some flour.
Something about baking, you always gotta put flour on the table.
Can I have some of that? You know what it's for, right?
Nope.
So it doesn't stick.
Oh, I should put some baking soda on this?
No! You wanna work from the center out, and you wanna continue to rotate in a nice round shape rather than an oblong shape.
How does anyone make this like even?
I need to make a big surface.
How do I do this? Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't go home. I can't go home. I can't go home.
Oh shit, you're f***ing this up.
No!
Yeah.
No!
How thin do you think we want this, Ryan?
I think we want to go thin, man.
Thin?
I think we want to go real thin.
You definitely don't want to make this pie dough too thin, otherwise your pie filling will fall through.
Oh yeah, get nice and thin, baby, with your butter chunks.
Get nice and thin.
The easiest way to get this rolled out dough onto your pie tin, really just lightly roll it and roll it back out.
How did I do this so wrong? With our hands, like the pioneers used to do.
Boom.
That's how we need to do it.
Back in Oregon Trail days.
Yep.
And what I am going to do is cut the excess off.
I'm gonna just take this little excess off.
Common sense says do this.
Do I get extra friendship points for helping Kwesi?
No, everybody helps Kwesi.
Doing the, oh really?
Yes.
You definitely want to start off the process by pre-cooking your pie dough.
I think I want to get this in the oven and just see what happens to it.
I'm gonna lay a piece of parchment on top, and I'm gonna add pie weights.
Get one.
What is, this is weights.
They like hold down the pie.
Non-edible.
Yeah.
Got it.
You should definitely never put pie weights directly on your dough because there's no way of getting it out.
So pie weights, I don't really get them, but I know that Keith did it in the first time we did these.
And it went terribly.
It did go really badly, but I think it might work for me.
It's gonna go into the oven, and this is gonna take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes.
All right, let's do this. I have no idea how long I'm gonna leave this for.
Why do I keep doing things that I don't know how to do?
Uh-oh.
Am I gonna get eliminated?
All right, so we're gonna put this in the oven and see what happens to it.
Zach has put the pie weights into his own pie and taken it out to double bake it. I don't think that's right.
Even balls, even enough.
I don't think we should be doing that. I think we gotta do one bake for the whole thing, but he's been on this a lot more times than me.
Par baking.
Which also means he's lost a lot more times than me. I'm sticking with my plan.
I like having a top and a bottom for my pot pie.
You're not supposed to be adding this last minute flour. I don't know about sports, but I believe they call this a Hail Mary.
Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Maybe I'll just put raw rice in it.
Great idea.
It'll cook in the oven.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my pie bottom.
6 minutes.
Should put it into the oven.
Yeah.
So we have our pie crust that has come out of the oven. It's nice and par baked, as you can see.
Okay, it's getting a little crispy on the sides. That's enough.
God, this is so scary. I'm gonna drop it all. Okay, I'm realizing a fatal flaw I've made, which is now this is hot. And I don't know how to work with it.
I have my pie filling here. You can definitely overfill this and underfill it.
Good enough for me.
All right, I'm filling it.
Okay, we have rice that's only been cooking for a little bit. Good idea, bad idea. Good idea, bad idea. Good idea, bad idea. Good idea.
Don't do it.
Good idea. Thicky, thicky, goo, goo. I love you.
I don't want to put too much. Man, it smells so good.
Ooh, look at that meat. I bet you that's not cooked enough. Oh, nuts.
Baking minutes, easy.
Well, I have my fillings in, and there's a lot of space in here. How much goo do you do?
I'm going to lay the top on top of here.
It's too thin, it's okay.
Please, God, be big enough. It's not.
Just a little line like that. Maybe give us some does it need to breathe? This is the most exciting episode. The stakes are real. The stakes are high.
I am going to crimp it. You can definitely take a fork and kind of press it down.
You're trying to do that fork thing.
Yeah.
You kind of want a fork for
Maybe
that.
a fork.
Yeah, I
That's
think
it.
a fork might be the fork thing for you.
A fork for the fork thing?
I need a fork.
You gotta punch holes in it so
No.
it can breathe?
Well, yeah, but it's more for the decoration.
You gonna do fork stuff? I'm gonna do fork stuff.
2 minutes.
We're going. He's a meat pie. He's a meat pie.
And I'm going to add a little bit of egg wash.
The egg! You gotta do an egg wash. You gotta do an egg wash. Ryan!
1 minute.
Okay. We're in.
My buddy Ryan, he forgot the egg.
I am going to put this back into the oven at 375 degrees, 30 to 40 minutes.
The bottom's not cooked enough.
Okay, Kwesi's here too. Well, that looks good, Kwesi.
Oh, yours looks beautiful.
Yours
It's
does
puffing up
too.
the way you want it to.
Hands up.
Bam!
So time is up.
I put something that starts with a C. Some other chemical.
You just put a chemical on it? When?
Something, it was like starts with a C, I think. Cornstarch? I am not gonna lose. I am not gonna lose.
How do you have so much confidence, Kwesi?
Blindly.
With their pies safely in the oven, It's now up to the bakers to decide when they're ready to be taken out.
Kwesi says his is rising.
Yes, rising. I'm concerned. Rachel, don't laugh.
A done chicken pot pie, it should have a nice golden hue. It should smell nice and savory. Most of all, it should really look enticing.
Don't drop. Okay. I think it's like baking soda, possibly. It's freaking absolutely beautiful.
Okay, Mr. NCIS. Mine's bubbling
Oh,
like
that looks
crazy.
good on the bottom.
Yours or mine?
Mine.
Yeah, she's burnt on the sides.
Ash, you're running. Oh my God!
It's not great, but worse things have happened. They don't need to eat the sides, eat the middle.
What happened?
2 minutes.
I didn't know I could do this.
Hot pie.
I'm still not sure.
Ryan, don't forget your
I
thing.
can't forget my thing.
You made those things. Look at the bottom. It's bubbling.
I have to abandon this because it won't fit in my little hole I made.
I can jam something in a hole.
No.
You want me to jam in a hole?
I'm done.
1 minute.
Shut the f around and find out.
5, 4, 3,
Okay, I like what I'm
2,
seeing.
1. Reach for the pie.
Okay. Kind of confusing.
It's fine.
Maybe better without it.
Maybe I should have done it.
Too late.
No, I can take them off, right?
As a winner, does the outside matter as much as the inside?
It's interesting. They both look wrong.
Welcome back to Without a Recipe Pot Pies Losers Bracket. Today we will be judging on presentation, taste, creativity, and is it a pot pie?
I love a flaky crust, first and foremost.
And then just a wonderful, delicious, just almost gravy-like, thick, creamy filling.
I think butter pie dough is best made with very cold ingredients. You want the butter to be chilled. Ideally, even the flour comes out of the freezer.
Is there such thing as too much butter?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Hello, judges. When I think about pot pie, I think about what my mom used to cook for me, and my mother used to cook picadillo.
Every time you say picadillo, I go like, ooh. Can you say it one more time?
That's half the presentation, picadillo.
Oh.
I made a specifically Cuban style of picadillo, which is green olives, peppers, raisins, ground beef, all put together with some cubed potatoes that have been deep fried and put into my pot pie. With some tostones on the side, just because that's what my mother would always make. So I'm very excited to showcase for you today my picadillo pot pie.
Wow. Wow.
Sounds good. For Cuba.
Or Cuba.
Wow.
Cuba Libre.
I mean, it looks very flaky. It looks thoroughly cooked through. There are some uneven baking on the edges.
I'm noticing some areas in it where it looks like the dough's kind of pulling a bit. So gluten. Yeah. So I'm curious to see what the texture of the crust ends up being like.
Let's get in this thing.
Yeah.
Boom.
Ryan, did you make a gravy or anything with
I
this?
did not. I just went straight picadillo. I didn't want to add any other binding agents because I didn't know how.
Okay.
Oh, the spices are hitting my nose and my mouth. It's watering. Ooh, that bottom. Ooh, that bottom.
Ooh, that bottom. I love how meaty this is. There's a nice amount of filling in here.
It's a meaty man right here.
I do like a pot pie though with a little bit of creaminess, like a gravy to it though.
Sure.
But he didn't know how to make one.
Right. So that was the chef's decision not to do it because I
I
didn't
mean,
know
that
how.
being said though, the flavor is insane. It's delicious.
Oh, my mom's gonna be so proud of me.
Not only we're missing a little bit of moisture from like a gravy, but in this, I don't mind that.
The ground beef and the filling, it's very succulent. So even though there is not a gravy, it doesn't come off as being dry.
Thank you, chef. Thank you, chef.
But this is tough here.
It's tough. It's a little
tough.
It almost comes across as like a pizza crust. If you taste the top, I think it's because you essentially started off mixing the flour and the water. Gluten's gonna start forming.
Right.
Doesn't matter how little as you work it.
It's irregular around the edge. You're not getting that tender, toothsome crust.
Basically, you coat your flour in a butter. It's like a protective seal so the flour doesn't interact with whatever liquid you're using.
But if you're making pizza, you want gluten. But if you're making pie, you don't want gluten.
Correct.
That's all I have to say.
And this edge is a little burnt. Yeah, it's a little crispy.
I do keep coming back for more of this filling.
I mean, it's really good.
The balance, the sweetness of the raisins and the brininess of the olives, the spices, like it's really good.
The reason I incorporated the tostones was I was initially thinking of doing a full top of tostones, but then I decided to make it a full pie so the tostones were still there.
I don't think that it's adding anything, and I think they need salt.
I can't believe I'm Italian. I've never had olives in a pot pie before. I think this is really creative.
From the last episode to this episode, I'm just going on a roller coaster, and I'm really close. I'm like really emotional right now, so I'm just really happy and enjoying everything you have to say. So, judges, is it a pot pie?
I think that it is.
I concur.
Yes.
Judges, thank you so much. Wow. Mommy, I did it! Mommy! It's perfect!
Judges, I also want to tell you about my mommy. I grew up in a real takeout household. I knew that when mommy's cooking, it's bad news. Pot pie is comforting. It's a hug. And there's one dish that Mommy Kornfeld nailed, and that is Mommy's chicken. It was a teriyaki stir fry. I'm not kidding. We called it Mommy's chicken.
I would pay you to stop saying mommy.
What I made for you today is a terry pot pie.
What?
A teriyaki pot pie. Terry pot pie.
Oh, that looks good. Wow.
I love the seeds on the top.
So for the crust, I was real tempted to get stupid with it, but I kept it simple. I really wanted to put miso in it. I didn't know who knew what would happen. I just didn't know. I didn't want to fuck with it. Did I?
Roll the clip.
I think your heart is telling you put that miso paste in there. Rachel's telling you don't do it. Oh, wow.
That's what was missing, miso. How about that? Okay, cool.
Blacking out happens on this show.
Good for me. Way to take a risk. But, Ro, I know that you want your pot pie gooey. When I say pot pie, you say goo. Pot pie.
Goo.
Hell yeah. I didn't think you got to say it. I thickened it with cornstarch, and I also slowly whisked in some eggs to give it like that thickening.
Into the teriyaki?
Like soup.
How many eggs did you put in?
Oh, God, what?
We need that
Is
face.
this like a quiche?
Is it the
It's gonna
quiche?
be like a quiche. Like
No,
it's just like
it's not gonna be like a quiche.
Then-
Because
But how many eggs?
I mean,
No.
we'll see what's in there.
No, it's not gonna be like a quiche. And if it is, egg's delicious and we all love it. Because when you slowly mix in an egg, then it doesn't cook.
Well, it cooks in the crust once you put it in the oven. That is how you make quiche.
Did you make a quiche?
Oh my God. Reflecting
Ugly
everything.
quiche.
Let's find out.
Based on looks, I think it's nicely caramelized. I really love the look of the black and white sesame seeds on top.
It looks flaky to me. Zach, did you do an egg wash on top of
I
this?
did.
You did, yeah. I can see it's got that nice, like, kind of shellacked.
I also scored it
look.
with a smiley face.
That's so cute.
For my
Okay,
best bud.
that's really
It's
cute.
my best bud cat.
I think, what does it sound like?
Ooh, sounds
Okay.
good. What's going on, cat?
Got some crunch?
The crust is easy to cut through and
That feels like a quiche.
feels thick.
No. Here's the thing is that you only have that in your head because I put it there, so just take it right out.
No, I could.
Yeah, we can hear it.
We can hear it.
I've never had a quiche pot pie before. Zach, this is so creative.
Crust is a little thick.
Thank you.
That bottom is real tough.
Power bottom.
You would know.
Cut through it.
Oh, the rice says it's undercooked.
Did you cook it before?
Barely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crunchy.
It's a little crunchy.
You guys, this is nuts. This is nuts.
Right.
I just put all that weight on there. Do you see? I made a dent.
So what
I
we're
made
saying
a
is that it's
dent.
not a soggy bottom, and that's awesome.
The pastry is rolled out a little bit too thick because there are a lot of raw parts on the top and the bottom.
It's a lot of crunchy. Where's the creamy? Where's the hug? Where's the comfort?
I'll give you a hug right now.
Zach, I like the flavor.
Is that concerning that you've totally ruined one of my recipes in the past. I was expecting this to actually be worse. But I'm definitely impressed with your pastry.
I think the texture of the filling is not terrible. You did a really great job making the teriyaki sauce. I mean, I thought it was really, really creative.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for, maybe 11 out of 10.
Yeah.
For creativity. The crust that I did have around the edges is really tasty. I think the addition of the miso really gave it a really interesting flavor that I really enjoy. I think that I might steal that from now on.
Wow.
Oh, snap. I zoned out for a little bit. What did you say?
Watch the bid when it comes out.
Chefs, is it a pot pie?
This is definitely a pot pie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's actually not a quiche.
It's not a quiche?
It's not a quiche. I was scared it would be, but no, I think it's a pot pie.
Oh, flavor good.
Flavor good. Little teriyaki.
Wow. Flavor good well. Judges! Hi, thank you so much for being here. We know that your time is valuable and important, and we respect you. I have made another dish that is based off a pun. Today, it is hot pot pie. And so I decided to do Japanese flavors, but make it more of a Japanese curry with hot pot ingredients. Thinly sliced ribeye, and then a little bit of filet mignon. So I present to you, expectations low, high, hot pot pie. Woo! Woo!
I was gonna say.
It's like crackery on the top, which I'm not totally mad at that.
Can I ask you how you made your crust?
I believe what you guys said by doing the butter, cut it up, and I put it in the food processor, and I even used ice water. I put and only a little bit of it. It was hard to roll it where it wasn't just falling apart, so I had to add more flour into it at the end.
I'm not sure why the middle is not as round.
I'm hoping the bottom layer is a little bit better.
You guys see the future?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Well, seems. Yeah.
Did you say raw?
Yeah, in the middle. It's so,
Or maybe it's just super soggy.
Well, to be fair, you haven't had a gravy yet. And we didn't know if we were, that is going to be gravy-esque.
I mean, I'll take a strong top over a weak bottom
Yeah,
any day.
thank you.
Wow, this is really thin. This top.
Oh, but
Whoa,
look at the gravy.
I think this is our first gravy of the evening.
Like a traditional
Okay,
pot
let's
pie,
see here.
some would say.
Oh, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
pot
the
pie.
bottom is there.
Here, no, we could maybe leave it, ignore it.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
The
I
bottom's
think-
not coming with it.
It doesn't want to come willing.
Yeah.
I gotta try it. Okay.
Is that curry in?
Is it curry?
How do I?
So I'm from Wisconsin.
Okay.
I grew up eating a lot of pot pies. This gravy is like very cozy. Like it's very reminiscent of like a Midwestern comfort on like a cold winter night. It's got those hug vibes.
Yeah.
Now I know how Simone Biles feels when she like nails it,
I think it's very, very creative. The fact that you made a Japanese curry and used it as a filling is incredible.
I love this filling.
Yeah?
I love the texture of it. I love the flavors in it. It's just that dang crust.
Yeah, it's the pie part. But I got the pot, and I would say maybe they didn't get the pot.
Hold on. Let's back up a little bit.
I think where the problem lies is the actual dough. I think the dough was just, there's way too much fat in it, so you weren't able to work with it. I wasn't getting any crunch from anything else. The crust is very raw. The top, like, it's just
Like
not cooked.
it's just,
Yeah.
I don't think I put enough flour in it for the stick of butter that I put in there.
Right.
And that's on me.
Very brave. Yeah, it's all on you.
Judges, friends, Romans, countrymen, ladies. Is it a pot pie?
I think so.
it is
Yeah.
a pot pie.
I get why you get emotional. I feel like really a lot.
But it works.
Yeah.
What? Judges, Kwesi James here. Clap for me if you want to. You're so kind. My grandmother, Miss Marjorie, may she rest in peace, she told me the best advice ever. Said, Kwesi, when you meet your sweetheart, kiss her from head to toe.
Grandma? Yeah.
And I think she's insinuating condolingus.
Oh my.
Actually, I'm sure she's insinuating condolingus.
Your grandma?
She was a bad one. What I made for you is a Tobago-inspired crab curry hot pot. Hot pocket? Hot pie. Yeah,
So
hot
much
pie.
setup.
Made you a
Never paid
pot.
off.
I made you a pot pie.
What does this have to do with cunnilingus?
But forget about all that. Focus.
How?
In this pot pie is crab, curry, potato, vegetables, cornstarch, baking soda, butter, chives, onions, garlic, carrots, and some very hot peppers.
You may clap if you want.
Yeah.
Judges clap if you
Clap, y'all.
Clap.
Oh.
Bless up yourself.
Bless up.
Bless up yourself.
Tell me nice things.
It's very golden brown.
Did you connect the bottom and the top together?
A bit separated there.
Oh,
I don't know how to answer that.
there.
If it looks like it's connected, it's not because it's so well done.
No, it's good.
It's supposed to be connected.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's connected.
Yeah, we missed the egg wash brushed.
It is brushed. I brushed the cornstarch off the top.
So you put cornstarch. You put cornstarch in the crust?
In the crust. 3 eggs, cornstarch, cassava flour, AP flour. AP means all purpose.
Why are you mansplaining it then? They're literally chefs.
Some people don't know all purposes, yo.
That's just how he talks to himself.
There's salt, butter, rolled out in baking soda and cassava flour.
Why baking soda?
Baking soda so it won't stick to the table.
The interesting use for baking soda.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's that curry.
Ooh. Okay.
Holy it's spicy. I can smell it. There's corn too.
Oh yeah, I put corn in there.
And whole garlic cloves.
For the flavor. Nah, I sauteed it and I just threw it in there. Oh,
It's spicy, but it's not killing me. Spicy.
it's not overbearing.
Like I'm getting an aftertaste.
I have from the baking soda.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, good.
It's like, this crust is so weird.
I think the eggs in it are making it like very soft.
Soggy cracker.
I mean, I baked it for a good, give it a good 15. I was
You
scared I was
baked
gonna
this for
burn it.
15 minutes?
And it tastes that good. And how do you still keep the flavors and integrity?
Why did it get so brown for only baking for 15 minutes?
Oh yeah, then I took a flamethrower on top and just like gave it a little brush.
you?
Yeah, I gave it a flamethrower brush.
I do have to say, I think collectively between all of your pies, the fillings have been really fantastic. I think that they're very flavor forward, very creative. I mean, I could have taken more heat, but I'm not mad at this. All the flavors are great, minus the whole garlic cloves.
You don't like yours al dente?
I love the inclusion of crab. I would like more of it. I would say across the board, no one made a great pie crust.
Wow, you started off so positive. Well, judges, I love all of you. For real. And you know who else loves you? Miss Marjorie.
And you know what else Miss Marjorie loves?
Unmelindous.
You didn't need to say it.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Unspoken.
So I'm gonna ask you one question, y'all. You ready? Is it a pot pie?
I think that it is.
It is a pot pie.
Wow, we all made pie!
We made pot pies, we made pot pies, and no one goes.
It's pretty fantastic. There's nothing wrong with this.
Making pot pies, it's no easy feat. It's something that you need a recipe to really nail. The fact that you guys all made pot pies today really had us impressed because they all looked pretty good for the most part.
Gentlemen, this is an unprecedented event. This is the very first elimination episode. So I want you to know how seriously we all took this competition.
Same.
It is heartbreaking to see two of you go today. But unfortunately, that was a decision that we had to make.
My God.
I have the pleasure of announcing the very first elimination ever in the history of the show. So, okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here it goes. In fourth place, this pot pie's crust was a hot mess. It was the messiest out of all the crust that we saw today. It was the weirdest crust that we saw today. But the filling was so good. But all of the fillings today were really good. So for those reasons, in fourth place, oh my gosh, I feel like I can't look you in the eye. I'm like, in fourth place and first eliminated is Kwesi.
Oh, but his grandma.
I'm so sorry. Kwesi, I'm sorry.
I blame you all.
Oh, God. Bring it this way. I'll see
You got a medal? That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
It says L on it, like loser.
I'll take this loser badge and turn an L into a learning lesson. My grandmother's story from kissing her from head to toe will live on the internet forever.
I thought it was gonna be Ash.
You.
I'm so sorry to have to announce third place. This pot pie had a wonderful, wonderful filling. I found the filling to be a taste of home, even though I'm not Japanese.
Bye, Zach.
Unfortunately, this pot pie had a crust that was truly so problematic that it was difficult and unpleasant to eat. I'm so sorry. But Ash.
Why?
You'll be going home.
Stella! Oh my God, but I beat you, motherfucker.
How's it feel?
Terrible. It feels terrible.
What's going on?
I'm really sorry.
I fear my new obsession is going to be perfecting the things that I got wrong, though. I'm gonna come back better and baker than ever.
I invited my friends just to watch them get squashed.
The winner, both of you paid tributes to both of your mommies.
Oh, thank you.
The pot pie that really gave us a sense of your home, your flavors,
Your mommy.
your mommy, and that winner is. Ryan.
No way!
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, judges.
Wow. He only watched every episode of Without a Recipe.
My training has finally paid off, and I've made it
to first place, and it only took me 2 episodes to climb from 3rd to 1st. It's a rags to riches story. I'm going all the way, baby. Thank you, judges.
And a round of applause for Ash and Kwesi, who are gone. Ryan, the two of us are going on to the next episode to take on the losers of the winners. We're back in the dance, baby, and we're going all the way.
Let's go.
Next time on Without a Recipe, Bao Buns.
I feel totally lost in a forest right now.
No, stay in there.
I call it pinching the coochie.
I'm getting frustrated.
My bow doesn't look like bow.
It smells even weirder.
No lollipops, y'all!
You can watch the entire season of Without a Recipe right now on secondtry.tv.